How to breed molly fish. Part 1. Creating a beneficial breeding environment for mollies.
Step 1. Allow the fish to mate with one another. Mollies are hierarchical fish. Whichever male has the biggest fins and boldest colors leads the way. This means the ideal combination of male and female fish is one male for multiple females. You may see the male under the female. This is how the fish copulate. If their mating is successful, their babies should be born in about 3 to 5 weeks. Step 2. Remove the female from the aquarium before birthing begins. Place the female in a separate, nurser tank if possible. The male fish often chases around the female, wishing to copulate more, and this could cause stress on the pregnancy. Removing the mother from the main aquarium is also to protect the fry. Molly fish often cannibalize their babies. Don't wait too close to the birth date. Stress mollies may have more aborted births and stillborn. Step 3. Reintroduce the female into the main aquarium. The female may eat her own young, so it's best to move her back with the other fish for the safety of the fry. 5. Roughly once per month. However, the mother may need to be race-segregated since female molly fish can retain multiple fertilized eggs for nearly half a year. Part 2. Caring for the fry. Step 1. Feed the fry. Use ground fish food of the same type that you feed to your adult mollies. Flake food should be used as a primary base. Supplement the normal meals with a broad variety of denser meals. 7. Various worms are great for molly fish. Grindle worms, blackworms, and bloodworms work well. Brine shrimp, live or frozen, are a preferred source of food. Molly fish even eat algae, which is their primary food in the wild. Step 2. Wait for the fish to mature. It will take around nearly 2 months to be able to tell males and females apart. Once they've doubled in size, it's probably safe to introduce them into the main tank with the rest of the fish. Another good way to tell if they're safe to interact with the other fish is if they are too big to fit into the other fish's mouths. Step 3. Separate the males and the females. Once you know the gender of the mollies, you'll need to ensure more breeding doesn't take place. They will, in fact, breed between brothers and sisters. Try to separate the male and female fish before they are 8 weeks old, which is when they reach sexual maturity.
Part 3. Ensuring you have the right setup to breed mollies.
Step 1. Purchase an aquarium tank. You'll need a tank that holds around 56L 113L water. In general, molly fish do better with larger fish tanks and more room to swim around. Smaller tanks may create a variety of problems: less swimming room to get away from aggressive fish, which creates stress, harder to clean, which can lead to sickness. Step 2. Place any decorations in the aquarium. Choose such decorations as rocks, air filters, and decorative gravel. In general, molly fish should have enough room to swim around quite freely, but also enough decorations to hide from bully fish. The less aggressive fish will moor around in the tank to hide from bully fish. If there aren't enough hiding spots, the fish could become stressed. Step 3. Anchor freshwater plants below the substrate. The substrate should provide the base to your tank, but also serve potential nutrients to any plants inside the aquarium. In general, the substrate should be comprised of 2 levels. The top level should be 2 inches of something sturdy, like sand, pebbles, or gravel. The bottom level should be 1 to 2 inches of nutrient-rich material. Step 4. Fill the tank with water near the top. Up to 2 inches, 4 centimeters, under the brim of the tank is ideal. The water should be warm 78 to 82 degrees Fahrenheit, 25 to 27 degrees Celsius, so the molly fish are comfortable, like they would be in tropical waters. Do not overfill the tank or put in cold water. An aquarium heater will probably be necessary. Replace water on a fairly regimented schedule. Daily minimal water changes, or up to 30% per week, are recommended. Step 5. Avoid aquarium salt. Some molly fish are brackish, which means they have a varying requirement for freshwater and saltwater. There is a fairly large debate, however, about whether or not they need marine salt in the aquarium. Some experts contend most molly fish never see salty or brackish waters, and it's not necessary for the water. Step 6. Install the filter according to the instructions. Ultimately, the water should have a fairly neutral pH level between 7 and 8. Some experts recommend increasing the pH by just a bit to 8. For after the tank is filled, adjustments to the filter and water may be necessary. Step 7. Allow the tank to cycle before adding the fish. It is best to allow the tank to cycle, because the water is lacking beneficial bacteria, which leaves fish susceptible to illness and disease. Carefully monitor your aquarium if you can't wait before adding your fish.